What's up, everybody? Holy balls, it's Mikey. Today is Thursday, and it is the 13th, and next week Thursday is going to be the last day I'm working before I'm moving into the new townhouse, and I'm pretty jacked. I went over to Hank's house last night, we played some games, and we talked a little bit about the place, and we started stockpiling up all our games and the stuff that we're going to be bringing together. Well, stuff that I have over at my place right now that I know is going to end up in the townhouse, so yeah, it's very, very, very exciting. So with that, I wanted to talk a little bit about my upcoming schedule with YouTube because I am going to be busy with the move. I'm not going to be able to upload a couple of days next week and potentially a couple of days next weekend because I'm not sure exactly when the internet's going to be installed when we move into the place. We're not going to have internet right away, but it might be within the first weekend. But either way, we're going to be getting the new Batman game, Arkham City, so I'll find some way to post some footage. You'll get some Arkham next weekend. You probably will not get a Battlefield Friday. We'll see. I'm going to play some Battlefield tonight, and hopefully I can get a couple good gameplays, and then edit one for tomorrow, and then edit one for next week as well, so I can have them both up. And yeah, you won't miss a week of Battlefield Friday if you guys love that series. But so yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about my video yesterday and the content of it. I was false when I said that PlayStation Network was down because it wasn't down. What had happened was about 90,000 users did get their information stolen again. More people just looking for credit card information. Nothing really new, nothing groundbreaking there. People have been trying to do that for a while, but I just thought it was peculiar that I got a couple tweets, like a couple of big channels or big news networks were tweeting out that there was a security breach again. So I thought that was funny, and I'm the type of dude who likes to instigate a conversation or a debate, and especially when it's something that I feel strongly about, and I know that I have a lot of friends and followers that feel strongly about it as well. I instantly took the story over to my Facebook before I took it over to YouTube, and the comment section on it just like blew up. I have a couple of fanboy friends who are just die-hard PlayStation fans. Like, you can't even tell them. Alex always tells them, yeah, PlayStation controller's too dainty. Like, it's too small. My thumbs touch when sometimes, like, because the controller's just way smaller. The Xbox controller's a little bit bigger, and thumb joysticks are a little bit further apart. And Inkspank would use that argument. It was Doger Fiend that I got in the fight with, too. Well, not fight, but argument. But, yeah, he's such a fanboy. You can't even tell him that the controller is too small. He'd be like, no, it's not. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to say that I hope there's no hard feelings. I don't hate on PlayStation. I have a laundry list of things that I don't like about PlayStation, and it is what helps me form my super highly opinionated opinion of it at the end of the day. And maybe I can share that with you, and maybe you guys can like see a little bit of where I'm coming from and why I don't like PlayStation, especially after being spoiled with Xbox first. I was reading a couple of comments I got yesterday, and some of you guys said that one of you guys said that you just recently got an Xbox. You had PlayStation for 3 years, and then you got an Xbox. I was the other way around. I had Xbox for like 3.5 years, and then I got my PlayStation. I just recently got the PlayStation 3 like in March or something like that, probably like a couple months after I started the whole YouTube thing. And like I've said before, I wanted to save a lot of this for my gaming history commentary, which I do plan on getting back into, and I'll talk about that again in a second. But a lot of this is just information that I gathered like over time and stuff that I've picked up from my experiences on it. So yeah, the real main issues that I have with PlayStation are pretty minimal, but I guess if you add them all together and you compare them to the Xbox, which is like what I'm comparing them to, and I mean, people get mad when you compare Battlefield and Call of Duty, but comparing Xbox and PlayStation is kind of like a must-do. Like, they're in direct competition with each other, and what else are you going to compare it with? They're the only two next-generation gaming consoles out right now, so that's what I compare it to. And since I am originally an Xbox guy in the next generation of gaming, I have nothing else to compare it to. So, things that really I don't like about PlayStation 3. Let's get this list started. First and foremost, the thing that pisses me off more than anything about the PlayStation is the sound. The fact that the system comes with no microphone, and a lot of people end up buying these PSIs. If you don't know what a PSI is, it's basically like a little webcam. It's like a little camera, and it's used for PlayStation Move, but it also has a microphone on it. The microphone quality is outstanding. It's really good, but the thing is, it's kind of too good. It picks up almost every little sound in the room. So if you have your TV on really loud, I'm going to hear your TV coming through your PSI, and I'm going to hear other people's chatter coming through the TV as well. So it's just a clusterfuck of loud noises and like unaudible stuff going on, and it's basically going to be like that the whole time in the lobby unless you go ahead and mute that person, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a microphone. So the fact that there's no microphone and the Turtle Beach do not work on it, or a standard PX, or I think I have an X11 Turtle Beach, will not work on it. They're made for a PC or an Xbox. I bought a little splitter for the PlayStation, but it just doesn't work really. You have to use up both the USB ports, which is another thing that I don't like. The PlayStation only has 2 USB ports, which is I can't even imagine why a system would only have 2 USB ports. But yeah, you have to use up both USB ports, and then you may still be missing out on the chat feature. You can hear perfectly fine with it. Like, you can listen to or play your game with your TV volume turned all the way down and just listen to it through the headset. But you will not be able to chat. So kind of defeats the purpose of it. And yeah, it's pretty frustrating. So the next thing that I don't like about the system is the party system, or the lack of a party system. The fact that Xbox has this party system, people especially a lot of PlayStation users, try and say that, oh, it's not a big deal, like who cares about a party system. The thing is, you guys don't think it's a big deal because you guys haven't had it. Party system on Xbox makes it so much easier to rejoin a game with a friend, or if you see a friend online that you want to talk to, you can just hop in their party. And of course, if you don't want people just hopping in your party whenever, you can set your privacy to invite only and stuff like that. And that's going to get me to my next thing. The privacy and the invites on Xbox are just way better. The appear offline feature is huge for me, because a lot of the times I'll be hopping online just to download something or maybe watch some Netflix or something like that. And it's not that I don't want to talk to my friends on my friends list or play games with them. It's just that I don't want to do it right then, and I don't want to be bothered while I'm watching Netflix or something like that. And that appear offline feature is huge. I don't know why PlayStation doesn't have that. I feel like a lot of the things that they omitted from putting in their system are simply just to be like, oh, we're better than Xbox. We don't need this. Xbox has it, but our system's already so perfect that we can do without it. But realistically, they ended up taking the trophy system, which is a sugar-coated version of the achievement system, and for the first 2-3 years of their system's lifespan, they were saying that they were not going to have an achievement system. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these features ended up being in the PlayStation with some patches later, and yeah, that's another one of the things. The invites, I think that goes without saying. The invite system is basically just like the party system. It's absolutely horrible on PlayStation. You have to click on somebody's name via the dashboard, and then you got to click on 3 or 4 different things to invite somebody. It literally probably takes you maybe 20 or to 30 seconds to invite somebody on PlayStation, and it probably takes you about 5 seconds to invite somebody on Xbox. You can just click on the gem and then press X over their name. But yeah, again, it's not a huge deal, but all these little things, when you're used to it being so neat and organized on the Xbox, and then when I went over to PlayStation and found how just all in disarray it was, it definitely adds up. So the next couple things are more so about the system itself than the hard drive or the software, I mean. And the first one is obviously the controller. I mentioned that a little bit. Alex Inksmink is also on board with me. The controller on the PlayStation is just a lot daintier, especially if you have one of these 6-axis ones. They're super light, which I kind of hated at first, but I kind of like it. It almost feels like you have nothing in your hands. But if you are moving to the right and trying to look to the left, your thumbs will touch. And I have pretty small hands comparatively to Ink or somebody who's 6'2" or something like that, and my thumbs still would touch too. The fact that the Xbox controller is just a little bit bigger, it fits more in your palm. These controllers, or these the parts that are on your palm in a PlayStation controller, don't even go to the bottom of my palm. It's halfway down. It's just a really, really small controller, and I think I don't know why they didn't make it a little bit bigger. Also, the triggers kind of mess with me. The fact that you press R1 to shoot instead of R2 would be the trigger. It's even like made to feel like a trigger and look like a trigger on the PlayStation, but it just doesn't trigger anything. So yeah, that's another minimum issue. And then the last one is obviously the security. Since I've gotten a PlayStation in March, the PSN went down due to that anonymous hacking group. They everybody remembers this. PlayStation was down for over a month, like literally like 3 months in Japan. And yesterday I heard again that there was more issues of hacking and security issues. So I don't hear about this stuff with Xbox, and it really makes me like have a worse opinion about PlayStation. So these are basically the reasons why I tend to kind of like hate on or troll on PlayStation, but I don't hate PlayStation. I like the system. I think it's good for what it is, and I guess like for me personally, I'll just be using it as a Blu-ray player for the next couple of months. I probably will still play Black Ops on it. The PS tournament is not going to be canceled. I'm going to do it on Black Ops. I said I wasn't going to do it at all, but I'm probably just not going to get Modern Warfare 3 for PlayStation. But yeah, there still will be a PlayStation tournament. I feel like there was an issue I was going to go back to. I did want to talk about, my gaming history and other commentaries that I have coming up. Basically, with the move and stuff, I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to be super busy. I'm going to have Battlefield tomorrow. I just downloaded Resident Evil 4, the HD version, so I'm going to have some gameplay of that. If you guys were wondering what this is, by the way, it's $1 zombie game. It's an indie game on Xbox Live. It's literally called $1 zombie game, and it costs $1. It's 80 Microsoft points. It's pretty fun. It's just a one-player survivor mode. I made it to like day 33 or 34, and that's pretty much all I played. I don't feel like I got gypped though. It was $1 that I spent on it. I'm gonna have that commentary with Erica too. My girlfriend actually finally agreed to do a commentary with me, but this is gonna be after we move in. A couple of these commentaries are gonna be after we move into the place, so you can expect that soon. You can expect 2 commentaries with Anksbank. One, he's going to join me on my gaming history commentary, and we're going to go down the list of all our games played, and we're going to talk about our history before and after Halo, and then we're going to get into a Gamefly commentary, because both of us had a 2-game plan over at Gamefly, and we rented a ton of games. Collectively, we collected over 200,000 gamer score in about 9 months or 10 months. So, if we stayed on that pace, we'd probably be about ranked number 1 and 2 in the world with Gamerscore. Gamerscore is really easy to get, and I don't know. It changed the way I played video games, changed the way I thought of what was fun in a video game, and I don't know. I definitely want to talk about that, and Hank will join me on that, so that'll be a cool commentary as well. So, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry it was a little bit longer of one. You can check out my yesterday's videos if you feel like it. There's the link to the past 2 MW on MWs. That's all I posted this week. But tomorrow I will have a Battlefield Friday for you guys, and I look forward to talking to you again. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.